You know, when you buy an action camera, like the DJI, you're going to end up with a lot of accessories. So I bought a Ulanzi BP09 and set it up in several different ways, but this case is designed for DSLRs and other photography accessories. So I had an idea. I bought some pick and pull foam. Got this off of Amazon. The pieces are 16 by 12, and when it's shipped to you, it comes heavily compressed. So give it 48 hours and it expands to what it's rated as. These pieces are a 1/2 inch thick. These pieces are 2 inch thick. So the next thing I did is I fired up Visio and I made a couple of layouts. And it's a lot easier to play with your design on a layout than start to make mistakes with the pick and pull foam. Step 1, let's rip everything out of here. I hate this stuff. Like I said. So here is the result of modifying my Ulanzi BP09 with pick and pull foam. Let's take a look. The top layer is just a protective layer of foam, and this is the 1/2 inch. And notice that it's curved at the top, flat at the bottom, and the foam underneath, I've stacked 2 layers of the 2 inch foam. At the top, notice I've tried to cut things to shape as best as I could. And this top layer of foam is different from the layer underneath, which I'll show you. So here up top, I've got lots of compartments that I've cut. This first compartment here is the one I'm holding the handle itself right now that fits in there. But underneath it, I have the bicycle clamp. Up front here, I have a slot cut for the windscreen and the cage. Over here, I have a slot cut for the chest pack, and that goes down a layer, as you can see. Here in the middle, I've got a slot for all sorts of DJI accessories. Underneath, I have a slot for the suction cup. Put that aside. And also here underneath, I have my batteries right here. Those are my battery pack for the DJI. On this side, I have a clamp for the articulated arm, which I'll show you in a moment. That stores up front under another piece of protective foam. Here is the articulated arm. This is an aftermarket, it's not a DJI component. I'll set that aside. Underneath that, I have a slot for the long DJI extension pole. And finally, here in the middle is where I put the DJI Action 4 itself. And underneath that, I've got the Anchor battery component so that I can do some charging from standard 110 voltage. So let's take a look at, here's the entire top unit with everything out, and the bottom unit is cut a little bit differently because, as I said before, this slopes here, and underneath this is just another layer, the 4th piece of foam that came with that package. So there you have it. That is how I modified the BP09 to fit all sorts of DJI accessories, and works pretty well. Now let's put it all back. All right, here we go. Put the protective foam over the top, and we're ready to zip her up. Thanks for watching.